Hey everybody, I am making this video message to tell you make sure they have the right spirit. Who am I talking about? I am talking about those who will come into your life or they will come into your circle. They could be a friend, a loved one, or even someone that you are dating. And they come to you with different things, but if it's always coming from a place where they have the wrong spirit, you have to question what their ultimate goal and purpose is. Now, let me tell you guys something. Excuse me. I told you all in the video, every little thing you do. I had explained to you all briefly how it is okay to take constructive criticism because, like I said, constructive criticism is a great thing. People who love you genuinely and people who care about you, they want to see the absolute best for you. And so if someone comes to you because you are moving and operating a certain way and it's destructive or it could put you on a road to destruction, they may come to you to criticize your way of doing particular things. Sometimes people who love you and the people who are close to you, they may even come to you because of your attitude about things. It doesn't mean that you have a nasty attitude. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are a mean person. It could just mean that you are more laid back and kind of nonchalant when it comes to certain things. And sometimes being like that could be dangerous, or you may come late to the party and there are certain things you could have put in place if you had not been complacent or if you had not procrastinated and waited too long to handle certain parts of your business. So in cases like that, if you do have a loved one or a friend or someone that you consider a close acquaintance and they come with constructive criticism, all I'm saying to you is make sure they have the right spirit behind them. On the other hand, there are going to be people who come to you, and when they come to you, it's not really constructive criticism. They're coming to you to point out every single negative thing about you possible. They are coming to point out all of your failures. They are coming to point out and talk about or even bring up all of your mistakes. They are coming to bring out and bring up and remind you of your past and who you used to be. They are coming to embarrass you. They are coming to humiliate you. And they are coming to try to break you or drain or even snatch from you any level of strength they see you have in you. This is real. This is very real. But this is why I told you all. This is why I'm telling you all. You need to pay attention to what is the spirit behind this person. When this person is coming to me and they always have something negative to say to me, they continue to talk about what I came from, who I used to be, things that I used to do, or even certain things I've shared with them that broke my heart or that broke my spirit or that hurt me. Why do they keep making reference to that? Why do they keep bringing this up? Why are they making statements to me like, well, this wouldn't have happened if you did this, or that wouldn't have happened if you did this? Or they will make comparisons between you and them. They will make statements and say, oh, I would never do that. That would never happen to me. And then they do it to try to make you feel bad, or they do it to try to make you look or feel like you're an idiot because you did things differently at the moment that you did a particular thing. All I'm saying is that you need to make sure they have the right spirit. When people come with a negative spirit, when people come with an inadequate spirit, when someone comes with, you guys hear me talk about it all the time, that jealous spirit, when that person is really broken, when that person is really bitter, they will come to you because your strength, it bothers them. It irritates them. Let me tell you all something to go a little bit deeper. Did you all know that sometimes your strength is perceived as arrogance? Real talk. Sometimes your strength and your boldness and your ability to unapologetically set boundaries with people, they will perceive you to be arrogant, to be smug, to be ungrateful, or to be superior. Or they'll tell you that you act or believe that you are superior simply because of your strength. I found out in life that a lot of people, they will see that you have taken certain hits in your life. They have had front row seats to some of the mistakes you've made, or some of the mishaps, or some of the calamities and some of the failures that you have had. But through it all, you have maintained a great attitude. You have maintained the ability to continue to move forward. You are maintaining perseverance. You are still positive. And if they get out of line with you and they talk to you a certain type of way, or they treat you a certain type of way, or they just overall try to cut up with you, and you check them and put them in their place, they will take that as you are a difficult person, you are a rude person, or you are a arrogant person. It all depends on who it is and what spirit is behind them when they approach you. This is major because you cannot receive criticism from everybody. When you take on criticism from somebody, you need to be sure that that person knows God, they have a prayer life, they have real discernment, and they have a positive attitude. Because again, if they love you and they care about your future and they care about you and where you're going, they're going to tell you when you are messing up. They're going to tell you when you are making mistakes. And they're going to tell you, as being part of your support system, you know what, sis? I see you going down the wrong road. Let me tell you how you need to step back a couple of notches. You know what, bro? I see your attitude about this, but let me just tell you, maybe if you do this thing a little bit differently and kind of slow it down, things will work out better for you. People that care about you and people that love you, they know that it is a way that they should come at you. I'm not saying to baby you. I'm not saying to pacify you. It's simply real love and respect. And you all know that you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Okay? You have to watch how you talk to people, and you have to watch your demeanor, and you have to watch your approach. If you have the wrong attitude, if you have the wrong approach, and if you have the wrong spirit, okay, then it is hard for people to receive you. There are many times in my life where people have said, you know what, you have a bad attitude. You know what, you're coming off kind of prideful. I feel like you are really, really nonchalant when it comes to this particular thing. But really, what they were seeing is just the fact I knew when I looked at them, they didn't have the right spirit when they came calling their self trying to correct me. They didn't have the right spirit. I'm telling you all, it is about your spirit. Did you also know that there are some people, they like to front you off? Now, listen, if somebody really, really wants to have a conversation with you, or they want to correct you on something, if they know that it's going to be embarrassing for you, or if they know that it's going to trigger you to get upset, or it could possibly lead to an argument, they are not going to come at you in front of groups of people. They are going to wait until you and them are by yourselves, and you can have this personal private conversation. And if they need to rebuke you, or if they need to correct you, they are doing it with nobody around. But pay attention to the spirit behind someone when they come to you and they say that they are constructively criticizing you, they wait until they have an audience. They wait until there are numerous people in the room. You could be a child. Okay, let's say you're a young adult and you have a parent that comes to you because it was something in the house that you didn't do. Okay, you could be 19, 20, 22, 24 years old and you still live with your parent. But say you didn't do something in particular, they will wait until your boyfriend or your girlfriend comes to the house, or your friends come to the house, or certain family members are around. Maybe your grandparent or grandparents are at the house, or your aunties and uncles or certain cousins are there. They will wait until they have an audience and they will come out and curse you out in front of everybody. Or some of the most embarrassing, humiliating things that they could say, they will say it to you, and everybody else in the family or in the household, your friends or your boyfriend or girlfriend, they will look at you differently, or they will laugh and they would make jokes about you. You have got to pay attention to the spirit behind people who come to you with certain things. And that's real. Some of you young people, you may live with somebody. It could be a roommate. And let's just say you left your underwear on the floor. Let's just say, ladies, I'm going to go there. Let's say you were on your cycle and you left your sanitary napkin or you left a tampon. This is not justifying or excusing this, but certain times this has happened. I've seen this happen with certain women. And somebody, instead of pulling into the side and saying, hey, you left your sanitary napkin, you left your tampon on the sink, or you didn't wrap it up correctly, they will wait until they have an audience to say something to you. And if this is happening to you more than once, okay, you need to really pay attention to that. If you're always confronted by this one person and it's always people around, and they never want to settle anything with you, they never want to have a conversation, with you when it's just you and them, you've got to pay attention to that, because they don't have the right spirit. They don't have the right motive. Their purpose is to embarrass you. Their purpose is to humiliate you. Their purpose is to tear you down. Nobody that really loves you is going to broadcast certain things going on with you or certain mistakes that you've made in front of other people. They're not going to do it, especially when they know your temperament and they know your personality. People know if you're a sensitive man or woman. And so they know, you know what? These people are in the house right now. I'm about to come at this person and I'm going to confront them about this, or I'm going to tell them this about their self. They know if that's going to be a trigger for you. Some of you all, you may have a particular friend, okay? And you shared some things with that friend. Say you shared with them something you were going through in your marriage, or again, something went on at your job, or just something personal. And every time you all are around friends and you're laughing and talking, they use your mess or they use your situation for the butt of their jokes, or they use your mess or they use your situation as the example for the conversations that are going on at that engagement, at that party, or when everybody is sitting back, chilling, having a drink, and having kicks and giggles. You have to pay attention to the spirits behind why someone is coming to you to criticize you. As the old adage goes, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. People can have the wrong demeanor and the wrong spirit behind when they come to you about something. And so I'm telling you all in this video message, it is okay to tell someone, hey, listen, you're coming to me to try to tell me about myself, or to try to tell me something in particular that I need to clean up or that I need to pay attention to that's critical for my well-being or for my life, but I don't like how you're coming at me. I don't like how you're talking to me. I don't like the fact that I notice every time you come to me to try to critique me, You're picking out every single negative thing. I've never heard you say anything beautiful about me. I've never heard you say anything positive about me. It's always either something from my past, it's always something that I've made a mistake doing. It's always some type of failure I've had, or it's always something that I'm embarrassed about. And I notice you wait until you have an audience. I notice you wait until your friends come over here. I notice you wait until my boyfriend comes here, or my girlfriend comes here, or certain family members are around, and that's when you start to cut up. But you're a totally different person when you and I are by ourselves. From this day forward, don't allow just anybody to come down the pipeline and approach you about you. You cannot allow it. You cannot allow it. If you have been allowing it, there is something now that you need to do to change it. In love and with respect, you need to start firmly correcting people if this video message resonates with you. You don't allow people to just come at you any type of way, especially people who are not really in your circle. I don't really agree with people coming to you. It all depends on what the situation is, because it could be an outsider that you just met in the streets and they tell you something, and you receive it. You take it to heart because you knew, again, that they had the right spirit. You knew that they were very mature. You knew that they were able to see or sense some things, and they were correct about what they said to you or what they advised you to do. So in those cases, I'm not referring to that. I'm talking about some of you out here. You know you have a parent that is very disrespectful when it comes to you. You know you have a friend or a family member or a very close acquaintance or associate, and every single encounter you have with them, they are coming at you to criticize you or remind you of who you used to be or certain things you share with them, because they want to make other people laugh at your expense. They come to you because they want to humiliate you, because they see your strength. They see that you don't allow them to say whatever they want to them. And so to get you back, they wait until other people are around, because they know it would embarrass or humiliate you. So I'm going to say it again. What is the spirit behind them? What is the spirit behind them? All of this time, if you've been experiencing this, you may not have even understood why you were going through this. But people, attitudes, and their spirits have to be in order, because if their spirit and attitude is not in order, it is very difficult for you to receive from them. And sometimes they're not even aware of it if you don't tell them. Sometimes people will just blurt out things and say things, and they're constantly coming at you about certain things, or they're constantly criticizing you in front of other people. And when you reject it, or when you get an attitude, or when you lash out, then you're the demon. You're the bad guy. You're the one with pride. You're the one with arrogance. You're the one who is ungrateful. You're the one that's unappreciative, but they don't look at themselves. Now is the time in 2023 and moving forward. You all have got to pay attention to the spirit behind people. If they don't have a good spirit, if they don't have a good attitude, if their language towards you is not good and respectful and loving, you can trash what it is they're saying to you. You don't have to take it in. You do not have to receive it. Respectfully decline and say, nope, I don't need to listen to you, because I don't like how you're talking to me. I don't like your spirit. I don't like your attitude. Now, if you want to address me, you can wait until we are by ourselves. If you don't want to do that, conversation over completely. This is off the table. Don't come to me about it again. I told you all, I'm going to show you. I'm going to teach you how to set boundaries, because a lot of you all, you come to me with these different scenarios of how people are talking to you and how people are treating you and how people are doing you. But from jump, you need to pay attention to their spirit. You need to pay attention to their attitude. That is the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have been offended by anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I am not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.